Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how to apply IDEANCE process step 7, educate, to supersize and grow your business. It's the final day of focusing on emotional health and well-being until we get to No Nonsense November or something. But for right now, every month this year, except January, where we created this process and came up with our own process and talked about our life in general and big goals and how we wanted to be a better version of ourselves and how we wanted to make our business better, then it's been a little bit every single day. We've covered a different area and aspect of a 9-part life framework that I share with everybody since 2021. I actually had a 7-part life framework that I shared with everybody prior to that, but in 2020, the pandemic was absolutely nuts and insane for me and for billions of other people on the planet. And one of my takeaways from that was that we need to continue to learn, grow, and evolve and do what works for us in order to keep moving forward, no matter what's going on around us and outside of us. And out of that came, I enrolled in and got some coaching for over a year in the area, in core skill areas, right? Areas that apply to every aspect of our life and can improve our life dramatically if we just tweak them and test them and make them our own a little bit every day. And so I added communication and confidence to the 7-part life framework that I learned in the 1980s from Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn. And so that's part of why I cover those areas, because I know from personal experience, if we don't pay at least a little attention to the different areas and aspects of our life, we can have deadly consequences, literally deadly consequences. If you don't pay attention to your health, it can kill you. We haven't done physical yet. I mixed up the areas this year significantly compared to what I've done in the past. And we are doing spiritual health and well-being next month, and then physical health and well-being in October, which is really interesting. And it's really been fun for me personally to mix it all up, because I usually start my year off with physical things because it's something that I can have a big impact on. And so it's really interesting to flip that upside down and have it be last this year. So today, educate. What does that mean? Educate who? Educate what? What is it that we want to educate ourselves on? I would say specifically today, we want to educate ourselves on and share one thing that we've learned as we've gone through this process with at least one other person. Or you can share it online. You can share it in a post. You can share it in a memo. You can share it in a note. You can share it on a phone call. Sharing is educating and teaching, and it sets the example for other people. If we shared this process with one person every day, can you imagine? Or a process that is in a tool that you use every single day, think of how that could positively impact the world. Now share a positive process with the world, right? And to make the world a better place, in our businesses, to make the world a better place. But if we educate and share and help, and not lecture, but just share, hey, I just went through this process. This is what I learned. It reinforces the learning for us, is part of why I say teach. It's why giving is so powerful, because what we give is what we get back. It's a universal law. Again, I don't make these laws up. They just are what they are, and we can choose to live with them, or we can choose to fight against them. I'm going to tell you, I've done both. And fighting against things that just are and things we have no control over is ridiculous. It's like thinking we can control the weather and that if we just wish it, it's going to change. No, if it's raining outside or snowing outside in my neck of the woods much of the year, I'm not going to stop the snow by wishing it wasn't snowing. I'm not going to stop the rain by wishing it wasn't raining. No matter how many songs I sing about rain, it's still going to rain some days. All right, so what are we going to do today? We are going to find at least one person or share with in at least one way the process or something that we've learned from this process, or something that we've learned about emotional health and well-being this month. Share something to help another person and to help yourself, because what we give is what we get back. Any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. If you don't know how to share it, if you don't have any idea, I guarantee within 30 seconds, you and I, if you ask, we can come up with something that feels right to you, feels good to you, and reinforces the learning for you. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.